hate practicing!
Welcome to I Hate Practicing, the podcast for instrumental music students. My name is Tim, and I teach band and string instruments, and I hate to practice, but I love to play. Get out your musical instrument and make some music with me. This is episode 3, titled Hover in B minor, and it is primarily for string instruments, but band instruments are welcome to hang out and play. I'm just warning you, you gotta be sharp to play along. We are going to listen, jam out, and compose some music in the key of B minor. You will need your instrument and the Hover in B minor sheet music for your instrument from the 410 Music website. You'll find a link to this in the show notes. And you'll also need a pencil. Grab these materials now to make music with me, and let's go. Before we can jam out and compose, we need to conduct an experiment. That's right, I said experiment, because you're going to listen and determine something based on what you heard. Look at the double-sided music sheet that you downloaded and turn to the side that says Hover in B minor at the top. Now look at the first line. You will see 4 different rhythm patterns that all use the note concert B. I'm going to play one of the 4 rhythm patterns, and then you need to echo what I played. I'll play it again, and then you echo back. After this, you will need to determine which of the 4 patterns we played. Again, I'll play first, then you echo. I'll play it again, and you echo again. Here is rhythm number 1. Take your pencil and write the number 1 in the blank above the rhythm we just played. Go ahead and pause and do this section again if you need to, because now we're going to go to rhythm number 2. Now take your pencil and write the number 2 in the blank above the rhythm we just played. Take your time. Pause to write this down or rewind if you're not sure. Here is rhythm number 3. Take your pencil and write down number 3 in the blank above the rhythm we just played. If you're not feeling so confident about your choices, again, I encourage you to pause, rewind, and double check. Here is our final rhythm, number 4. Let's check to see if you have all 4 rhythms in the correct order. Rhythm number 1 was the second measure. Rhythm number 2 was the third measure. Rhythm number 3 was the fourth measure, and rhythm number 4 is the first measure. Again, the first example was measure 2. The second example was measure 3. The third example we played was measure 4, and the fourth example we played was measure 1. Now we are going to play all 4 measures in this order without stopping. We will do this twice, and this will prepare us for our jam. Get your instrument ready, and let's play. I have a question for you. Pentagon, pentathlon, and pentatonics all have what number in common? If you said it depends on viewer statistics, I'd have to agree with you. But if you said 5, then you are ready to be introduced to a pentatonic scale. A pentatonic scale is a scale that has only 5 notes. You are probably used to playing a scale with 8 notes. For example, here is a B minor scale. And here is a B minor pentatonic scale. A pentatonic scale is a great one to use for our song. I provided you with the notes of the B minor pentatonic scale on the second line of your Hover in B minor sheet. If you have 2 notes on top of each other, that means you get to choose which one of the 2 to play. Let's play each of those notes of the pentatonic scale together, and we'll do so by playing each note as 4 quarter notes. Get your instrument ready, and let's play. Now it is time for you to use the pentatonic scale to jam out. I'm going to provide you with some music in B minor. Take the rhythms we used from section 1 and play around with changing the notes from B, which was the first note of the scale, to some of the other notes in the B minor pentatonic scale. Keep playing around until you find the combination of notes that sound good to you. Here's my example. Now it's your turn. Look at the third line in your sheet music titled My Melody. The rhythms from line 1 are in the correct order. Combine these rhythms with notes from the B minor pentatonic scale as you are jamming out. If you find something that you like, play it a few more times with the music just to make sure. Then write the letter names of the notes in the blank lines above the rhythm. You can do this one measure at a time, or you can do it all together. And use the pause and skip back buttons on your podcast player to help out with all this. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. When you play the wrong note, you have the opportunity to learn what doesn't sound good. Do you have your instrument ready? I'll give you 8 beats, and then jam out. By now, you should have your note choices written down above the rhythms in the third line. That means you have composed a melody. Congrats, you are a composer. We're going to use your melody and combine it with something I've composed. To get started, turn over your page to the side that says A Hover Jam. Since you are a composer along with me, write your name in the blank underneath my name. Do this now as I play some Sanjina. A hover jam is in the key of concert B minor because of the key signature you see and because it focuses on the notes concert B, concert D, and concert F sharp. All three of those notes are used in the B minor pentatonic scale that we used to compose our melody. A hover jam is also based on a pop song that is in the top 10 most popular songs in the country right now when I'm recording this podcast. Perhaps you'll be able to figure out what it is. I'll reveal the answer at the end of this episode. Now let's learn the 3 lines of music that I composed at a slower tempo using our echo strategy. I'll play 2 measures, and then you echo me. I'll play the next 2 measures, and then you echo me, and we'll continue to do that. Do you have your instrument ready? I hope you feel as comfortable with lines 2 through 5 as you do with your own melody you composed on the other side of the page. Speaking of your own melody, now it is time to copy your melody into the empty measures on the final line that says your melody. Combine the rhythms that we went over with the notes that you wrote in. Take your time and make it legible. It is now time for us to play a hover jam at the official tempo. The first 2 measures are played by the accompaniment, which will play 8 quarter notes. We'll start playing together at line 2, but I won't be playing with you when it comes to your melody. Make sure you play your melody line twice. In other words, don't ignore the repeat signs. Ready? Let's go. Thanks for making music with me today. You improvised and composed in the key of concert B minor. You learned about the pentatonic scale, and you might have even learned how to play the dotted 8th 16th rhythm. Our music today was based on the hit song Levitate. If you use the pentatonic scale, you can now figure out most of the melody to that song. If you like this episode, then come join me for the next one. Until then, remember, making music by yourself is great. Making music with others encourages unity. And making music for others is what it's all about. See you next time.